Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. Welcome to the Magnetic Online Leaders Podcast. I'm Stefi Lane, and I am so excited to share with you this idea, this thing that's been coursing through me for a while. So, this is a magnetic beauty challenge, and then this is day one. I'm not sure how many days this is going to be yet, but I want you to follow along. This will be a good way for us to get to know each other and then also for you to connect with your magnetism, with your beauty, with your charisma, with your essence. So the other day, I was looking fly. I mean, I had just gotten my hair done, got my makeup, got my lashes in, got a cute outfit. I've been working out. Your girl has been working out. She's getting those gains. I feel like I'm like the hottest I've ever been at 36 years old. So it's incredible. And also, it's a lie if people tell you that you can't get hotter as you get older, because you totally can, especially with all the hacks and all the things you can learn, and especially online. And oh my God, I learned so much from Pinterest. I learned so many things, but I digress because that's not what we're going to be talking about today. What this magnetic beauty challenge is for you to connect with your magnetism, with your energy, with your essence. This is like deeply, deeply feminine. Like the beauty is deeply, deeply feminine. And so, as I was saying, I was feeling really fly yesterday, the other day. It was yesterday, but yeah, I was feeling really fly and just beautiful and magnetic. And I called one of my girlfriends up. I called up Lisa. You guys know Lisa Danielle, or at least you should know her. Go follow her on Instagram. And I was telling her that, oh, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to step in. I'm ready to like be more well known in my industry and just feeling really hot. And I felt so beautiful. And I recorded, I took pictures of myself, and I just was like feeling myself, like feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. And my friends even told me, you look like a celebrity. You look incredible. You look amazing. And then, at the end of the night, maybe it could have been just my energy was zapped. I was around a lot of people, and it could have been like a lot of factors, right? But I started to notice and feel this lingering insecurity, this lingering of, wow, I'm not enough. I'm not beautiful enough. Even though I feel like I'm at the height of my beauty and there's always could be another level, as literally looked at a video and I was like, oh, my cheeks are really fat. And I don't have that slim face that all the models and actresses have. Like that literally coursed through me, and I don't consider myself an insecure person. I'm actually quite probably out of all my friends, I'm probably the most confident in circles and in community. And it, like perplexed me. I was like, "What is this thought? Oh my goodness!" And then, of course, my friends always tells me she's like, "You're not your thoughts, right?" But it was there for a reason. It came up and it felt so old, like a deep rooted thing, a deep rooted belief that I am not beautiful and that I won't be accepted and that I won't be looked at and I won't be desired and no one's going to want to date me. So there was like some deep, deep old identity stuff that came up, and it was around my face. So this morning I woke up and I like washed it and I gua sha it, and I was just feeling like giving myself so much love. But what was really key here, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, Steph," maybe you're like, "Oh my god, you're so beautiful," and maybe you're like, "Who does she think she is?" kinda thing. But what I'm trying to go at is there was this lingering deep darkness that was within me that came up. And what makes me excited is when it comes up, it wants to be seen. And when it wants to be seen, it wants to be moved. And when it wants to be moved, it wants to be alchemized. It wants to be changed. So I was at first I was like, "Oh God, why is this thought coming up? Why? I'm feeling so good. I look so good. I'm in the best top shape." And like hyping myself up. And then this insecurity came in, and I said, "Oh, isn't this interesting? Isn't this interesting that this is coming up? And isn't this interesting that this is wanting to be moved and this has been wanting to be changed?" So I immediately was like, I have to do some type of challenge. I have to move this of I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I need to move this. And I guess what? I need to do it with you. We need to do it together. So whether it's your tummy, whether it's your legs, whether it's your face, maybe you have some acne that you're trying to heal, whatever it is, I want you to let the gremlins out. And I know that's not fun because what we want to do is we want to first become clear that we want to feel beautiful. We want to feel magnetic. You want to feel beautiful. You wouldn't be listening to this if you didn't want to feel beautiful, right? And first you got to admit that to yourself. And then you got to find the gremlins, the things that are in there that are not keeping you beautiful. And this old belief that I'm not enough, this old belief that something about my face is too cheeky. Like, okay, so a lot of guys when I used to date would call me cute. They're like, oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. And I freaking hate that word. Do not call me cute. And I can be cute and I get it, but I really want it to be sexy. I want it to be beautiful. I want to be gorgeous. I want to be magnetic. And so I had to ditch the cuteness for a few years. I'm since have brought her back, but that relationship with cute, I think of like a round face. And there's nothing wrong with a round face, but for me, like I struggle a lot with like hormonal health. And they've been saying like a lot of like when you have like the moon face, it can be a lot with hormonal health. And so I've recently like been doing so much on my health and like clearing and all that. Again, I am not a doctor or a health person. This is just what I've learned from the limited stuff on like Instagram and TikTok. So don't hold me to it. I'm not a professional here, just from my experience. But my face was something that I kept not seeing, that I had some insecurity there and I had something there that needed to be moved. And so that's where this challenge was birthed from. This challenge was I'm going to feel beautiful and I'm going to look at every crevice and remove the gremlins and zap them into unicorns because I want to feel beautiful. I want to feel like a celebrity. I want to feel magnetic. I want to feel stunning. And I want these things and I want them and I desire them. And maybe to some of you could be like, oh, wow, this is so frivolous. Why would you think that? Why would you want that? I want what I want. And you want what you want. And maybe you need to let yourself want what you want. Yes, yes, yes. So your first challenge for this magnetic beauty challenge is, do you feel beautiful? And do you want to feel beautiful? And what are the parts and what are the gremlins that are making you not feel beautiful? And be honest. Be so brutally honest with yourself. Because when you're honest with yourself, you can shift things and you can change things. It's when we're not honest with ourselves, when we're not truthful with ourselves, that we're being deceitful to ourselves. All right, that's all I have for you today. I'll see you on the next day. Thank you so much for joining me on the Magnetic Leader podcast. I'm so happy you're here. If you found this of value, please like, subscribe, and share this episode on your social media. I would be so appreciative, and it's really going to create a ripple effect for others. But wait, there's one more thing. If you are ready to dive deep into your magnetism, to understand your leadership, to understand what it takes to become a magnetic online leader, well, I've got something special for you. Head over to stefilane.com and sign up to become part of my exclusive magnetic list. You're going to get updates, personal invitations, insights, videos, a front row seat to your transformation because it's all happening and you definitely want to be in on it. Again, stefilane.com. And thank you for the bottom of my heart for joining us today. Your presence meant so much. So until next time, take care and I'll catch you on the next episode of the Magnetic Online Leader Podcast.